How's it going, YouTube? Dallasboi here, backing in with another Pokemon Showdown battle. And I was trying to test out this team I made for a tournament and whatnot, and somehow I actually got paired up with Phozon for a match, which was pretty cool, but I honestly didn't see that coming, which did cause me to be in some sort of shock and a bit of determination and whatnot. But anyways, looking at teams, it looks like my Dragonites can run train all over her team as long as Ferrothorn's out of the way, so Magnezone's going to be a bit of a help here. So pretty much my main objective here is to keep Magnezone and Dragonite alive, and I probably should be a-okay for this match. So I hope you guys enjoy this little battle, and let's get this show on the road. So to start off, I opted with my Thunder Therian, and she opted with her Zapdos. And pretty much knowing that I'm faster and Thunder probably won't take this thing out, let alone hit, I'm just going to go into my Magnezone on the Volt Switch to sponge that HP Ice. And pretty much knowing that she probably doesn't have much to hit me with, because Heat Wave plus Frame Team equals no, I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch, expecting a switch. But she actually subs up, which kind of confirms that this is a defensive variant of Zapdos and whatnot, a sub-roost set, if you might say. So I actually go into my Politoed pretty much knowing that I would outspeed it, and then try to predict the Ferrothorn switch and go for the Focus Blast, but she goes into Tentacruel to sponge that thing. And so now I send in my Starmie as Tentacruel sets up the sub, and here I should have gone for the Psyshock. But, like the ninny I am, most of the time, I actually go into my Magnezone, expecting Ferrothorn to come in, thinking that she'd be afraid of the Psyshock there. But my little misplay kind of sort of gets neutralized by an overthought of her own, as she tries to go for the sub, thinking that I would be faster and or Scarf, and actually remove the sub and send my Starmie. And here I go for the Scald, trying to think Ferrothorn would come in, since I am really intent on taking that thing out. But she's just going to go for the sub right there, and then there I reveal Psyshock to her as she goes for the Scald, which now is going to make her think that Ferrothorn's going to waltz Starmie for days there. But I actually get the double switch off finally as Ferrothorn comes in, and now this Ferrothorn is trapped, and then to it KO'd by HP Fire. Grit there clearly didn't matter because of how much the first HP Fire did. But now out comes Conkeldurr, and I feel like Politoed is going to be the most expendable member of my team, so I'm just going to have it take a Drain Punch and then try to retaliate with a Hydro Pump. But she actually sends in her own Politoed and then goes for the Surf on me, which pretty much confirms that she's Scarfed. And due to Starmie's resistance to water type moves and whatnot, and the fact that this is a bulky Starmie, I now have an opportunity to go for the Rapid Spin, as she is actually going to be going for the Surf. And it's not going to kill me from that range either, and I am able to get up the recover there. And trying to get off a little chunk of damage on the Politoed, I actually try to go in for the Scald, and Zapdos actually comes in and takes a pretty nasty chunk from that thing, to the point where I thought I could take it out, but it actually lives and I get a little bit of min damage, and I don't think it would have KO'd anyway, but I was actually predicting a sub there and whatnot. But now, thinking that a Thunder would be heading my way, I send in my Magnezone, as she is actually going to be going for the substitute right there. I get a crit on the sub there. Didn't matter because this is a Choice Specs Magnezone. And look at how much this Thunder does to a specially defensive Zapdos. 77% right off the bat. And here she actually just tries to go for the Roost, as I try going for the Thunder. And I actually get the Para here, which, if you look at it in some other ways, it didn't really matter way too much, because if she would have taken out my Magnezone with a Thunder of her own, I could have sent in my Thunder Therian to retaliate with a Thunder of its own, and pretty much taken out the Zapdos from there. But after she sacks her Conkeldurr to a Thunder, she's going to be sending out Politoed, and I just send in my Starmie out to take a Surf, and try to hit this thing with a Scald, when I probably should have recovered and not have to risk Thunder's Therian trying to take a Surf and surviving it and then Volt Switching out. But fortunately for me, Thundurus is at full health and it's not a Specs Politoed, I'm able to live the Surf and then Volt Switch out into my Dragonite. And this is pretty much the beginning of the end. I outrage the Zapdos, take that cleanly out, and she actually missed Toxic. Didn't really matter because of how much Aqua Jet would have done from Azumarill in the rain and whatnot. And I actually get the 2-turn Outrage, which kind of will lead me out to sacking my Magnezone for no reason, not wanting to risk any confusion, and I didn't really want that thing going for Ice Punch either and whatnot if I did hit myself. But after she goes for the Aqua Jet one more time, I'm able to clean out the Azumarill with an Outrage. So that'll be the game. A pretty solid 3-0 in my favor. Some misplays here and there, especially on turn 5 with me in the Magnezone and whatnot. Definitely could have done that a little better, but misplays happen. We all do it at times, but it was a fun game nonetheless, and pretty cool battling you on PS Phozon. So rate, comment, sub, and I will see you guys next time.